Well, hello, hello, hello. Yes, we had a great way to warm things up. And hello to everybody who found us online. So glad that you could check us out even from afar. On behalf of the Kentucky Department of Tourism, visit Lex.com and the City of Lexington. Welcome to the historic Lyric Theater and the 1086th taping session of the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour. We'd like to send out a special thanks to the Highbridge Spring Water, Travel Host Magazine, the Bluegrass Hospitality Association, Trader Joe's, and the beautiful Clarion Hotel and Conference Center. So now's the time to do so. If you haven't already done so, turn off those cell phone ringers. You definitely don't want your ringer going off during the show, but if you like to take a photo, because we got lots of beautiful people up here, that's perfectly fine, just no flash photography. Make sure there's a slash across that lightning bolt. And please make everything easier for the crew at the end of the night by taking out whatever you brought in. Please leave no trace. Okay, so as many of you know, WoodSongs is an audience participation show. We love to capture all of your reactions, and we've got mics up here just for you because you get your own line at the end of the show. Michael, he'll put up his hand like this to kind of give you an idea. Get ready. And he'll say, next week on the, and that's your cue to loudly say, WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour, followed by lots and lots of cheering and clapping. Now, we are going to set the levels in the back, and it's going to give you a good practice go. So I know it's Monday, but let's be ready. So here we go. Next week on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour. Very, very good. So just so you know, there is no show coming up this coming Monday. The WoodSongs crew gets a holiday off, so you guys will have to find your interesting show elsewhere. But we'll be back with another great broadcast taping on Monday, September 11th with multi-Grammy winning member of Allison Krauss and Union Station banjo master Ron Block with Irish singer Aoife Scott. So yes, super great. And we have the National Hammer Dulcimer champion Ted Yoder, plus an amazing WoodSongs kid. Huge show, not to be missed. Now, as long as nothing goes wrong, the show should be ending right about an hour, followed by the encore section. We ask that you please stay seated for the encore. Michael oftentimes has a special announcement, and you know the artist will put out something extra special for the encore. So please stay seated for that. Okay, for you regulars, you know, my eyes are on you. Are you guys ready for the show to begin? Now, I know the popcorn's tasty, but that shouldn't keep you from cheering and being ready. I'm looking at you two, yes. At least you're munching together. Yeah, not the person behind you, you. So I'll give you another go. So, are you guys ready for the show to begin? Let's welcome to the stage the host of the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour, musician Michael Jonathan.
Say hello to SISTAH Lala over here. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you, Jerome, sitting at our audio board like he does every single week. Welcome, everybody, to a Monday night. We're so grateful that you could be here. This is going to be an absolutely amazing, beautiful musical show. We want to thank, before we start anything, for those of you that are here the first time, the WoodSongs crew is completely all volunteer run. They work very hard out of their heart, and we can't start anything without thanking the WoodSongs crew for putting a beautiful show together. WoodSongs is not a concert, it's a radio and television broadcast. There's a lot of things that happen at the same time, and there's a lot of movement. Unlike a concert, there's things happening around the stage with cameras, and I have to move around. Please don't ever think that anybody's being rude to the artist. They know exactly what's going on. Everything's fine. If the show has to stop, that's also not an unusual thing. It's rare, but if it has to stop, just know that this crew is going to be all over it like white on rice, and they're going to fix the problem. We're going to keep going. But most shows will begin and end in about 59 minutes, okay? And then after that, we have encores and some announcements, and then the artists will be out in the lobby to say hello to everybody. Okay? So, are we ready to start? How's everything upstairs, Kurt? TV's okay? Audio? All right. Let's go ahead and get ready, shall we?
Support for WoodSong Show number 1086 is provided by the Kentucky Department of Tourism, City of Lexington, and visitlex.com. The Historic Lyric Theater, Travel Host Magazine, our family of WoodSongs partners, and Martin Guitars. Special thanks to the Bluegrass Hospitality Association and the beautiful Clarion Hotel and Conference Center, welcoming visitors to Lexington, Kentucky, the horse capital of the world and home for parks, museums, festivals, great music, and WoodSongs. Take your next vacation trip to the musical State of Kentucky. For information, visit our website at woodsongs.com.
Here on the Louisiana Hayride, his name is
Hank Williams,
the Drifting Cowboy.
on the Grand Ole Opry, Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys.
Hi, this is Emmylou Harris.
Hi, folks. This is Sam Bush.
Hello, this is Odetta.
This is Joan Baez, and you're listening to the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour.
And now, gather the family around and sit back in your easy chair. It's time again for the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour, our worldwide celebration of grassroots music. Let's welcome folk singer Michael Jonathan.
I'm going to sing a beautiful Appalachian song with the wonderful Sister Lala helping me out. I remember the year when my granddaddy died, and we dug his grave on a mountainside. I was too young to understand the way he felt all about the land, but I could read his history in his hand. He said, gonna rise again. Now there's corn in the crib and apples in the bin. Hay in the loft, cotton in the gin. Gonna rise again. There's ham in the smokehouse, hogs in the trough. You know he never had a lot, but he worked like a mule for the little that he got. He said, gonna rise again. Here we go now. Sitting on a ridge above this farm, he said, gonna rise again. And I'm thinking of my people that have moved on, gonna rise again. You're like a tree that grows from the mountain ground. You know the storms of life come and cut you down, But the new wood springs from the roots underground, gone rise again. I said the new wood springs from the roots underground, gone rise again.
WoodSongs is presented in part by our family of WoodSongs partners and by the Kentucky Department of Tourism, inviting people from all over the world to visit our lakes, mountains, parks, sports, music, and art festivals, and more. You can explore everything Kentucky has to offer your family vacation online at KentuckyTourism.com. And by the Martin Guitar Company, building handcrafted guitars for professionals and front porch pickers since 1833. Online at martinguitars.com.
And welcome everybody to the beautiful and historic Lyric Theater in our hometown of Lexington, Kentucky. We're broadcasting all over the world, from Australia to Ireland, New Zealand to New York, Yuma, Arizona to the Yukon, and across Canada. We're celebrating this magnificent world of front porch music, and that's how we view our broadcast, as a multimedia front porch. Artists come from everywhere to be on our show. You don't have to be famous to be on WoodSongs. You just have to be very, very good. Well, you heard the voice of SISTAH on the opening song. We're going to get to her because she's one of the featured artists. But coming up is a duo that is just absolutely incredible musically. They're merging the Latino and Venezuelan music with that of Appalachia. It's an incredible story behind them. They are Grammy nominated, an incredible duo. They're going to do a tune called Gabanjo, and this is Larry and Joe, Larry Bellerin and Joe Troop on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour. How about that? Larry Beorin on the harp. Can you believe he played the harp like that? Wasn't that? He's like playing the harp like a guitar. And of course, Joe Troop was on the banjo. So Joe, you're two brilliant musicians in respective folk traditions. You're merging the Appalachian background that you had with the South American and Latino and Venezuelan tradition that Larry has. So how did you two meet?
Well, it was a matter of destiny. We met through a mutual friend who tipped me off that there was this brilliant Venezuelan asylum seeker working construction in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Now let's make this clear. Now you live in North Carolina.
So yeah, I'm from North Carolina, but I spent a decade in South America.
Right. So you kind of lived all over the world, and you ended up going out there. You were teaching bluegrass.
Yeah, I taught bluegrass in South America for a decade, and then the pandemic landed me back in North Carolina.
So you came back to North Carolina,
That's right.
and Larry
he's an asylum-seeking migrant. He had to flee Venezuela for his safety, and wound up in North Carolina 8 years ago. But
welcome to America.
We are lucky to have him.
Yeah,
in North Carolina.
What an amazing musician. And I mean, to make ends meet, he was working construction for a long time.
That's right.
Being a brilliant musician that he is, he had to work construction. Did that dangerous for his hands, don't you think?
Yeah, Larry had many work-related injuries. He had never worked in construction because, as you'll notice, he's a brilliant musician, so he always lived off of that comfortably. But then, he had an unfortunate situation, became a migrant, and had to fend for his family working construction. And,
he came to America and found out folk rhymes with broke.
Yeah.
Right. So now you two guys are together, but part of your own background is you started a kind of a Latin grass group called Che Appalachia, which is sort of like a South American phrase for buddy.
Yeah, it's a way of
friends
saying
of
someone's
bluegrass,
name, like dude, or
right. And Bela Fleck helped produce that album.
Produced our second album. Yep.
Well, let's get back into music because it's absolutely stunning. They're going to do a song. Let me try to make sure I do this. Nuevo South Train.
Nuevo South Train.
It's gonna be an interesting hour. It's Larry and Joe on the WoodSongs.
That's right. Thank you for having us here on WoodSongs, Michael Jonathan. Everybody in the audience and everybody out in Radio Land, we'd like to cordially invite you on board that Nuevo South Train. That Nuevo South Train's chugging. It's chugging on around the bend. So just hop on board and you're sure to praise the Lord, and you're bound to make a mighty fine friend or two. Bien a lo lejos se escucha un sonido que hace brincar a mi alma. Viene acercando con grandes rechinos, chuchú. Chuchú, ese trencito que nos llevará por caminos de gran aventura. Naguará ya está llegando el tren Nuevo Sur. Nuevo South Train pulling into the WoodSongs station. All aboard. Todos a bordo. That Nuevo South Train's chugging. It's chugging on around the bend. So saddle up your fear and send your friends a souvenir and let your worries disappear despite it like engineers kicks baby into gear and chug-a-lugga down the yellow brick way. Hey, hey.
¿Y cómo llama un vaquero a su hija, yo?
¿Cómo, Larricito? A ver, dime.
que llevamos los pasajeros explota enseguida. Vamos viajando con un triqui triqui pum, triqui triqui pum, triqui triqui pum, triqui triqui pum, triqui triqui. Pinche pendejo no quiere subirse a gozar y nos ve con despecho. Ay, pobrecito que quiere vivir sin sazón, sin corazón. That nuevo South train's a chugging. It's chugging on around the bend. So let's jello get jiggy, baby. It ain't no biggie. Boss from snacks, Piggly Wiggly. Don't need to pinch pennies, pretty ponies on a winnie. Ha! The chinny chin chin chinnies. Just a silly bunch of ninnies who scrap and hazel painting, make a boxcar spinning, wings flapping with their barnyard friends. Pick grinning in the piggy pig pen. Corn feed 'em all. Nos fuimos. Último llamado. On that. Se va, se va, se va. We were South Train.
It's called Nuevo South Train. It's Larry and Joe, Larry Bayorin and Joe Troop, and we are so proud that they're here merging Venezuelan tradition and Appalachian tradition together. And speaking of tradition, our next artist is doing the same thing with a completely different community, different culture. She's taking the traditional Negro spirituals and using that tradition for her own new songs. And we're going to get into her music right now. She's got a wonderful album called Journey to Freedom. This is an unusual song to start out with. It's called Bluegrass State of Mind. It is SISTAH Lachelle Allen on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio.
Tell me, what does a gal from New York know about Kentucky? What does a girl from the East know about the hills? Been living a life in a rush on the streets of a cold, hard city. Now how is she gonna come here and live? She had a few highs, but the lows seem to keep on coming. Still stuck in her mind in the way life used to be. Baby, drop your defenses, come to your senses, let love in. Just open your heart and you'll surely find a friend. And now I'm living with a bluegrass state of mind. No time, no worry, baby, everything's gonna be just fine. Just sit back, relax, watch the bluegrass shine. While living with a bluegrass state of mind. Ooh, ooh. So at peace with the joy that I found, I chose to stay around. So in love with the song on the wind that set me free. And now I'm rejoicing, found a new voice, and everyone can see just how the bluegrass touched the heart of a girl like me, me. 'Cause now I'm living with a bluegrass state of mind. No time, no worry, baby, everything's gonna be just fine. Sit back, relax, watch the bluegrass shine, shine, while living with the bluegrass state of mind. Ooh, ooh. There's sprawling lines and rolling hills, a river running through it and bourbon mills, a trail of champions through and through, and lots of warm hearts to greet you. The trails and gorges are a sight to see. There's so much hospitality. Ain't nothing like the bluegrass state of mind. No, 'cause now I'm living in the bluegrass state of mind. No time to worry, baby, everything's gonna be just fine. Sit back, relax, watch the bluegrass shine, shine, while living in the bluegrass state. Yeah, I'm living with the bluegrass state of mind. Oh, no time to worry, baby, everything's gonna be just fine. Just sit back, relax, watch the bluegrass shine, shine, while living with the bluegrass state of mind. Ooh.
Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, Michael.
SISTAH, what a great name for a beautiful musician and artist like you.
Thank
and
you.
It rings of that traditional Negro background that you're trying to reintroduce to new audiences. And so how long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been performing professionally for about 30 years.
Now, folks are going to hear your voice and they're going to say, boy, she sounds kind of like an opera singer.
Yes, I study classically.
and you actually perform with opera companies, right?
Yes, my last performance, well, one of my largest performances was at the Metropolitan Opera House.
Oh, my goodness.
And I won. Thank you. I won a Grammy for my participation in Porgy and Bess.
Of course you did. Of course you did. Now, you and I have been friends for quite a while,
Yes, we have.
and I just admire you musically so much. But you're carrying a very deep and important tradition that you're reintroducing to a lot of young people, because young folks don't really get to hear that. So explain it to me a little bit.
That's correct. I love working with the American Negro spiritual or traditional Negro spirituals. It's an underrepresented music, and I want to bring this more to the forefront for young people so that they can latch on to the beautiful legacy that's been left behind by our ancestors, and they can propel the music forward with their own original pieces, such as what I've been doing. I've been merging original material with traditional Negro spirituals.
Well, the song that you just sang, Bluegrass State of Mind, that's one of your own originals, right?
It is an original.
In the second half hour, you've got two more that we're going to enjoy.
That's correct. Thank you.
Is it hard for you to write in that tradition, or is it the performance of it that makes it part of the tradition?
Well, it's actually a combination. It's not difficult to write in it. I believe that being in contact with your elders, people around you that have actually lived, like sitting down and actually talking to people, getting their stories, hearing about things that happened before you were even born, and translating that into music. And using the power of the American Negro spiritual has been a great foundation, because it gives me the inspiration that I need to propel forward, and it's also inspiring and educational for people, especially young people, yes.
And to me, even, this is my own opinion, it's calming. It calms things down.
Sometimes.
Well, I mean, it's energetic and it's powerful, but it invites thought and caring and community. And when you're dealing with something as important as that kind of history, it does make your home and your family and your neighborhood and your neighbors more important, music like that.
It does. It is about community. It is about a time when people relied on each other to survive and to make things happen. And it doesn't only happen in one particular community. It happens all over the world. We group in small communities and we assist each other with the things that we need to get through. It's not easy, but with the help of your family and friends and loved ones, you know, you can get through very, very, very difficult times.
And that idea of tradition, remembering where we came from,
Right.
is part of moving forward in the future. That's what Larry and Joe do. They're merging the Venezuelan tradition with the Appalachian tradition together,
Yes.
and they're bringing like a brand new music with it. She is incredible. She is Odetta, Paul Robeson, Blind Boys of Alabama, and Pavarotti, all wrapped up in one incredible artist. This is a magnificent song that's based in the tradition that we're talking about. It's called Hold On. It is SISTAH on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio Hour.
Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on. No one let me come in. Doors all fastened and the windows pinned. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on. Noah said you done lost your track. You can't plow straight if you keep looking back. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on. Now Mary had a golden chain. Every link spelling Jesus' name. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on. Now if that plow stays in your hand, land you straight in the promised land. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on. Now if you want to get to heaven, let me tell you how. Keep your hand on the gospel plow. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on. Keep on climbing and don't you tire. Every rung goes higher and higher. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on. Keep your hand on the plow. And hold on. Hold on.
Absolutely incredible. The Grammy Award-winning SISTAH, the wonderful Scott Hershey, playing guitar with her. We're going to get back to SISTAH in the second half hour. Larry and Joe is here, merging the beautiful music of two continents, two generations together. And wait till you meet this week's WoodSongs kid. We will be back right after this.
You're listening to WoodSongs show number 1086, broadcasting around the world by the foothills of Appalachia in Lexington, Kentucky. If you would like to attend a WoodSongs broadcast, you can find reservation and show schedules on our website, woodsongs.com. We'll be back after the break with Larry and Joe, SISTAH, and our amazing WoodSongs kid on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour. WoodSongs is presented in part by the Kentucky Department of Tourism and VisitLex.com, welcoming families from all over the world to attend a broadcast in historic Lexington, Kentucky. WoodSongs is an all-volunteer-run celebration of grassroots music, providing a multimedia front porch for musicians and artists worldwide. You can visit our archive past shows or become a WoodSongs partner from our website, woodsongs.com.
Hey folks, this is Bela Fleck, and you're listening to Michael Jonathan and WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour.
And thank you, Bela Fleck. Now, there's a fine banjo player. So nice to hear his voice. And welcome, everybody, to our broadcast. We're coming to you from the historic Lyric Theater in our hometown of Lexington, Kentucky. We're at the crossroads of America's folk and bluegrass music in the beautiful city of Lexington, Kentucky, broadcasting all over the world on great radio stations like Dublin City FM in Dublin, Ireland, Arizona Public Radio, South Texas Public Radio, great stations like the 11 stations across Virginia on WVFT, and so much more. Let's say hi to the audiences tuning in out there. We're also on American Forces Radio Network that puts this show on the radio, 2 different channels in 177 nations from South Korea to Kuwait, plus every single military base in the world, every Coast Guard vessel sailing in North America, every U.S. naval ship. Boy, I didn't say that very well, did I? But we love those guys and women, and we want to say hello to them. We're on public television coast to coast, the RFD television network nationwide. We're also in schools, which is why this time on every broadcast, we invite youngsters to come on. They get to sing one song in the presence of magical and amazing artists like SISTAH, like Larry and Joe. And we found ourselves a couple of kids from Centerville, Ohio. Let's say hi to Owen and Will Brockman. How you guys doing?
Pretty good, how are you?
So Owen, you're 13 years old.
Yep.
You play the banjo, and you're here with your little brother, Will. And Will, you're 11 years old?
Yes.
And tell everybody what you're playing.
I'm playing guitar.
How long have you been playing the guitar?
I've been playing the guitar for about 5 years, but then bluegrass for 9 months.
Yes, so this is like really cool. But now your brother, Owen, you've been on this banjo thing for a while, right?
Yeah, I played banjo for 3 years now.
For 3 whole years. So we're hearing basically brand new musicians. I mean, that's not a long time to be playing. But who are some of your heroes, Owen? When you're playing the banjo, who do you love listening to?
So when I think about when I'm playing the banjo, I mean, J.D. Crowe, Bela Fleck, Gary Davis, my teacher, all those people influence how I play. And also, like, all my friends do too, because when I get to hear them, I can pick up things. And so everybody I can learn from.
Are there a lot of kids in your hometown of Centerville that you can play with, or do you have to travel around to do that?
Yeah, we usually have to travel around to do that. But there are some kids in Centerville that I play with, and we're going to convert some fiddle students at my school to play some bluegrass stuff at some point. So that'd be really fun.
And your brother Will, 11 years old with the guitar, who do you listen to? Who are your heroes?
I usually listen to a lot of Tony Rice songs.
Yeah, so it's not so. 11 years old listening to Tony Rice. I mean, he's like the king bluegrass flat picker, right?
Yeah.
So are you able to pick up his stuff pretty good?
Sort of.
Sort of? Well, we're about to find out. They love artists like J.D. Crowe, Flatt and Scruggs, Tony Rice, John Hartford, and more. They're going to do a tune that was on a J.D. Crowe and New South album. The singer on that album was Keith Whitley, a Kentuckian. And so you're going to sing the lead, right, Owen?
Right.
And you're playing the banjo. Will, you're 11. You're going to be playing the guitar, and it's tell everybody the name of this song.
This song is called Gone, Gone, Gone.
She's gone, gone,
She's
gone.
gone, gone,
She's
gone.
gone, gone. And we're going to be gone, gone, gone if we don't say it right. It's the Brockman Boys right here, this week's WoodSongs Kids.
Well, she said if I ever deceived her, she'd be gone before I could count 10. Well, I guess that I didn't believe her. Now just look at the trouble I'm in. Now she's gone, 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 gone. Crying won't bring her back. The more that I cried, the faster that train flies farther on down the track. When I lost the heaven I found, she won't me, she'd leave, and she left me before my first year in the ground. Now she's gone, 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 gone. Crying won't bring her back. The more that I cried, the faster that train flies farther on down the track. could find her, well, I crawl there on my hands and knees. 'Cause each tick of the clock's a reminder that she's 1 second further from me. Now she's gone, 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 gone. Crying won't bring her back. The more that I cried, the faster that train flies farther on down the track. Farther on down the track. Thank you.
Owen and Will Brockman, all the way from Centerville, Ohio. Owen on the banjo, singing lead. He's 13, and Will, his little brother, playing that mighty fine guitar. He's only 11 years old. Can you imagine playing the banjo that well and you're only playing it for 36 months? I mean, you know, what were you doing when you were 13? If you've got a youngster that you think belongs on our broadcast, we'd love to hear from you. If you're the parent or guardian, just go to the WoodSongs website, click on the kids page. You can contact us from there. Just send us a little YouTube clip or something nice and simple. But we listen to everything that comes in. We listen to these guys, too. They have a marvelous story behind incredible music. They're going to do a tune called Larry's Cachapa. Did I say that right? Did I say it? Cachapa? Okay, Larry's, this is a song about you, right, Larry? Yeah. Okay, here it is. Larry and Joe on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio.
Thank you, Mike Jonathan. We're going to get some audience participation here. If you don't mind singing the callbacks to the second chorus, that would be great. It goes like this. Miren la cara alegre que tiene cachapa, ya comió, ya comió. So what we're saying is, look at this happy face he has. He just ate cachapa. And then you have to scream, he just ate it, which is ya comió. Let's try it again. And then I think you got it. Miren la cara alegre que tiene cachapa, ya comió. Ya comió. You got it. You got 4 chances to wow us with your prowess. Here we go. Larry's cachapa.
Larry's Quechapa, Larry and Joe. Beautiful. Larry Beoren. So what is ¿qué es cachapa?
Cachapa is sweet corn pancake.
Yes. Sweet corn pancake. So, yeah. Joe, you must have been just absolutely amazed when you first heard Larry. I mean,
oh my God! Yeah, I had to pick my jaw up off the floor.
He's playing a full upright harp as if it was a classical guitar, and just as fast.
Yeah, he's something, isn't he?
Yeah. So you're merging these great songs. A lot of the times, though, you use this music for social change, for human thought.
Yeah,
a lot of times you get in trouble for it.
Well, it's good trouble though.
Good trouble.
You got to get in good trouble, right?
Right. I think it kind of reminiscent of the Pete Seeger activism of the '60s and stuff. You know, where music has a meaning, it has a message, and not everybody always likes that message. But you pick up your banjo and you carry on. So we're going to do that too. Here's a song called Caballo Viejo.
That's right, it means old horse.
Notice how excited Larry got that I pronounced it right.
He might even make what's a young horse say, Larry? That's an old horse. Do a young horse. There you go.
Caballo Viejo, it's Larry and Joe on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio Hour.
Cuando el amor llega así de esta manera, uno no se da ni cuenta. El carután reverdece, guamachito florece, la soga se revienta. Cuando el amor llega así de esta manera, uno no se da ni cuenta. El carután reverdece, guamachito florece y la soga se revienta. Caballo le dan sabana porque está viejo y cansado, pero no se dan de cuenta que un corazón amarrado cuando le sueltan las riendas es caballo desbocado. Y si una potra la sana, caballo viejo se encuentra, el pecho se le desgrana y no hace caso a falseta, y no le obedeces al freno ni le paran falsas riendas.
Cuando el amor llega así, de esta manera, uno no tiene la culpa. Quererse no tiene horario ni fecha en el calendario cuando las ganas se juntan. Cuando el amor llega así de esta manera, uno no tiene la culpa. Quererse no tiene horario ni fecha en el calendario cuando las ganas se juntan. Caballo le dan sabana y tiene el tiempo contado, y se va por la mañana con su pasito apurado a ver ese con su potranca que lo tienen barbascao.
El potro da tiempo a tiempo porque le sobra la caballo viejo no puede perder la flor que le dan, porque después de esta vida nuevo.
Larry Biorin and Joe Troop together, they are Larry and Joe, and we also have on our stage a Grammy Award-winning magnificent artist. She's going to be performing a song called Long Country Road. It is SISTAH Lala on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio.
Sitting on a porch with a corncob pipe, glass of clear love on the side. My baby's in the house getting all dolled up. We're going to take a ride on a long, long country road. On a long country road. We're riding in the truck with the windows down, cool breeze blowing through our hair. Big bright sky laid out before us, happy to be going nowhere on a long, long country road. On a long country road. Oh yeah. And we're side by side on a blanket dreaming up on stars. And it feels like the middle of paradise in your arms. And there's nowhere in the world I'd rather you be than on a long country road with me. The mountain leaves rustle through the trees as we stroll down memory lane, thinking back on how good life's been to us. Couldn't dream it up a better way than on a long country road. On a long country road. On a long Thank you.
Just beautiful. Scott Hershey playing the guitar with SISTAH Lala, and what a gorgeous song. And these are songs that you've written.
Yes, I was heavily influenced by my time in Eastern Kentucky. And so when I was still in UK, I wrote Bluegrass State of Mind. And as I've been here, I've been exploring so many different voices, and this is one of the voices.
Well, you're exploring the traditional Negro spiritual music.
And music from Appalachia.
Music from Appalachia,
yes.
Opera,
yes.
The textures of opera, right? And all this stuff is just encapsulated in this magnificent human called SISTAH Lala. So this is absolutely wonderful. Now, speaking of Eastern Kentucky, there's a lot of harsh things happening around the world.
Right.
There's a lot of difficult, people are hurting, they're
Right.
stressed, they're a little scared. what the next couple of years might bring. And Eastern Kentucky, Appalachia, really got hammered by floods not too long ago.
That is correct.
And so many folks came forward. WoodSongs collected over 1,000 instruments that we were able to distribute to the musicians of the mountains for free.
Yes.
So we did that for the, that's, you're clapping for yourselves. You're the ones who did that. That's a wonderful thing. And now this next song is in that spirit, isn't it?
That is correct. The next song is We Will Get Through This, and it was written specifically for the folk in Appalachia and Eastern Kentucky that were devastated by the floods. And I recently moved to Rockcastle County, so I kind of became an Appalachian.
She's a Kentucky girl. That's
Now,
she's a Kentucky girl. And this could be used really for most any situation that,
it really
that is
could.
difficult, right? I mean, in Hawaii they had the fires. In
fires.
Louisiana there's major fires again. I mean, you know, there's shootings in colleges and schools and stuff. We can get through this. Is a beautiful message. That's the name of the song. It is SISTAH Lala on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio.
road ahead ain't easy. It's long and hard. Questions running round your mind. We will never be the same. As we rebuild, how will we change? Can our hearts come together? There's so much that we can do for us to make it through. I know that we can do this together. And we will get through this. We will get through this, I know. If we pull real hard and work together. We will get through this. We'll get through this, I know. If we pull real hard and work together. Ooh. 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 We need your prayers, please lend a hand to heal our Appalachian land, to help rebuild community. Oh, little time, a little care, small things we all can share, to stand in hope and unity. We will get through this. We'll get through this, I know. If we pull real hard and work together, oh, we will get through this. We'll get through this, I know. If we pull real hard and work together. One heart, one mind, one soul. Appalachian strong, we will rise for sure. Rise above the obstacles. One heart, one mind, one soul. Appalachian strong, we will rise for sure. I know that we can do this together. Yeah. One heart, one mind, one soul. Kentucky strong, we will rise for sure. Know that we can do this. I know we can rebuild this. I know that we can do this together. Yeah. We will get through this. We will get through this, I know, if we pull real hard and work together. Oh, we will get through this. We'll get through this, I know, if we pull real hard and work. One heart, one mind, one soul. Kentucky strong, we will rise for sure. Know that we can do this together. Yeah, yeah.
A cosmic force of nature. Wasn't it great having SISTAH Lala on our show? Larry and Joe. And our this week's WoodSongs kid, Owen and Will Brockman, all the way from Centerville, Ohio. We learn so much when we merge communities. People are people, they're friends, they're family. Even if they don't know each other, they can be that way. Our world needs that. Love is the greatest transaction of the arts. And I'm going to go back to what Martin Luther King himself said. He said, we've learned to fly the air as birds, we've learned to swim the sea as fish, yet we haven't learned to walk the earth as brothers and sisters. Walk that earth with your guitar, with your banjo, with your fiddle, with your mandolin. Music is the greatest communicator, and I hope you use it. My name is Michael Jonathan. I'm a folk singer. I am a song farmer. We'll see you next week on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour. Good night.
You've been listening to WoodSongs broadcast number 1086. Michael's opening song was New Wood from the WoodSongs album featuring SISTAH Lala on vocals. Our chief engineer is Jerome Galt. Our TV director is Maria Claridge. Technical assistants are Brian Clausing, Melissa Moray, Eric Anderson, and Gavin Clark. The WoodSongs crew member of the week is Brian Clausing, and our WoodSongs partner of the week is Kathy Courier. Our show is produced with the support of the Kentucky Department of Tourism. Visit Lex.com, the Bluegrass Hospitality Association, and the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center, welcoming visitors from all over the world to Lexington, Kentucky. Special support provided by Hyper Spring Water, Martin Guitars, Snake's Coffee, Travel Host Magazine, and the staff of the Lyric Theater. WoodSongs and the WoodSongs Civil registered trademarks of Rachel Aubrey Music. Our show is distributed worldwide by the WoodSongs Radio Network and PRX, the Public Radio Exchange. For Michael Jonathan and the entire WoodSongs crew, this is Dorothy Edwards. We hope you'll join us again next week for the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour. The online version of WoodSongs is a free gift to our fans, provided by VisitLex.com and KentuckyTourism.com, inviting fans and families worldwide to attend our live broadcast tapings at the Lyric Theater in historic Lexington, Kentucky. The encore section is next. You can support our massive online archive of shows by becoming a WoodSongs partner. It's as simple as a PayPal click on our website, woodsongs.com.
Dorothy, there's a big red round of applause. I don't think you've ever read it that fast. That was great. Thank you, audience. You guys are wonderful, and thank you very much to the artists. We're going to get on with the encores right quick. We do have some announcements, too, to make in between everything. So we're going to go in reverse order. Let's start out with Larry and Joe, and then we're going to go to our WoodSongs kids. You guys were awesome tonight. Boy, you're musicians. These guys are just amazing. And then we'll end the evening with SISTAH Lala, okay? All right, so what do you want to play for us there, Mr. Troop?
Well, we figured we'd play a bluegrass song since we are in the bluegrass state, right? And since it's a bluegrass song, we're going to get Larry to play the maracas. Of course, it wouldn't be bluegrass without maracas, right? That's how Earl done it. That's how we're going to do it. And you take it over and answer. Sure.
A lot of English.
Larry is learning English.
He's learning, he's doing it, but we didn't want to put him in a position to not understand a question or something.
Yeah, and there's not much radio time for simultaneous interpretation.
That's right. So thank you very much, Joe Troop. He really hung in there for us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Larry, too.
Bueno, le vamos a hacer una canción que para nosotros siempre ha sido especial.
We're going to do one for you now that's always been very special for us.
Y es del estilo de música que me enamoró en este país.
And it's that style of music which I fell in love with here in this country.
Y en él conseguí mi nueva identidad en la música americana como lo es el bluegrass.
Through which I found my new identity in American folk music as a bluegrass man. This is one, if you're a bluegrass fan, I'm sure you know and love. It's called Roll in My Sweet Baby's Arms. And never has bluegrass been happier than when Larry plays the maracas. But we're going to teach you the chorus first, and then we'll do it. So sing along with us, won't you? It goes like this. Roll in my sweet baby's arms.
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 I'm gonna lay round the shack.
I'm gonna lay around the shack
till the mail train comes back.
Till the mail train comes back.
And then I'll roll in my sweet baby's arms.
Then I'll roll in my sweet baby's arms.
You got it. I'm gonna see if we can get inspired by that bluegrass sound we heard from Owen and Will. That was killer, y'all. That was awesome. I'm try to do that genre justice now after that. Well, I ain't gonna work on the railroad. I ain't gonna work on the farm. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Then I'll roll in my sweet baby's arms. All right, y'all. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Then I'll roll in my sweet baby's arms. Baby, where were you last Friday night while I was lying in jail? You were walking the streets with another man and you wouldn't even go my bail. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Then I'll roll in my sweet baby's arms. Come on, yo! I know your parents, they don't like me. They turn me away from your door. If I had my life to live over, child, I wouldn't go around there no more. All right, everybody. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Then I'll roll in my sweet baby's arms.
Come on. Roll in my sweet baby. Roll in my sweet baby.
Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Then I'll roll in my sweet baby's arms. I'm gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Then I'll roll in my sweet baby's arms. Thanks, y'all.
Larry and Joe, rolling my sweet baby's arms. That maracas work good with bluegrass. That works great. Speaking of blue, right? A little while ago, we talked about how WoodSongs collected about 1,000 instruments that we distributed around for the musicians in eastern Kentucky after the floods there. Several months before then, Kentucky got hit hard last year, and there was the massive tornadoes. A 2-mile wide tornado was on the ground for about 200 miles and wiped out everything in Dawson Springs and that whole area. We collected another 1,000 instruments for the musicians out there and gave them all away for free. And our partner in doing all of that is probably one of the best music stores in all of America. And she's sitting here right now, and I want everybody to give a warm welcome to Kathy Currier. Stand up, Kathy. Stand up, Kathy. Currier's Music World, right there on Main Street. It's a brand new location for you, right? And don't you have like an anniversary coming up in September? September 9th, 57 years. 57 years. Okay, so I'm going to invite everybody to come to your store. What, you going to like free food and stuff? No? Bring your own snacks. But it's an amazing. Your place that was on Main Street was probably the most classic early Americana music stores I've ever been in, and the twins loved that place. And your new store is even better, and we hope everybody goes and visit. But thank you, because without Kathy Kerr, she helped modify, restring, fix hundreds and hundreds of these instruments that came in from across America, Ireland, Australia, Alaska. They came in from everywhere, and Kathy Currier is the one who organized all the upkeep and the upgrades to all those instruments, so that when these musicians were given a free instrument, they had new strings, they were polished, they were clean, they were in tune, and they were ready to play because of her. So what have you done with your life lately? What song are you going to play for us?
So I'm going to play Alabama Jubilee, which is usually a guitar song, but it's a great banjo and guitar tune. A great song overall.
Now, how did you arrange this yourself? Is this something that...
This is arranged by my teacher, Gary Biscuit Davis.
Biscuit.
So
he's a great guy,
he's
right?
A really great
Tell
guy.
him we said hello, okay?
Yes, I will.
All right, play it. The Brockman Brothers. Will Brockman on the guitar, 11 years old, and his brother Owen, 13 years old. Can you imagine? I mean, honestly. I hear all the grown-up banjo players watching this and just hurling their banjos in the closet. You're doing that at 13 years old, and that was a good arrangement. You both are excellent musicians. We're very proud of you both. With apologies, Sister Lala, you have to follow the kids.
Wow.
Which is, I know, right?
That's a big bill.
You're not going to like me anymore after this. You're about to perform my favorite Sister Lala song.
Okay.
So before we do that, I just want the audience to know that we want you please to sign up for the WoodSongs email newsletter. There's a lot of things going. There's some amazing artists coming on WoodSongs. Ron Block from Allison Krauss and Union Station. Michael Martin Murphy had the big hit record Wildfire. We've got Tommy Emmanuel from Australia, the great guitarist, is coming back on. Dan Tominski, for the voice of the Oh Brother Where Art Thou motion picture, is coming on. Riders in the Sky is going to be ending our season in December. There's a lot going on. The Troubadour Concert Series is happening in a couple weeks on this stage. Garrison Keillor is going to be celebrating 50 years of A Prairie Home Companion in full concert here. And then after that, Shovels and Rope is going to be here. And then after that, Marty Stewart is coming. So there's a lot going on. To sign up for the email newsletter. It's free. We don't share it. We don't sell it. It's only for WoodSongs and WoodSongs partners, okay? So having said that, my favorite La La song. Explain where the name SISTAH La La comes from.
Well, I am a big sister of 5, and then many, many more. And so SISTAH La La is the approachable part of me, because you can't always approach Lachelle, but you can always get a hug from SISTAH La La.
There's the hugs, there's the hugs.
And I just want to tell you a little bit about the song that we're about to perform. About 7 years ago, I actually sat down and spoke with an elder and listened to him talk about his life, his ups and his downs, and it translated into a song. While we were speaking, he said that his favorite Negro spiritual was City Called Heaven. So I decided to combine his words in an original piece called Wanderer, which I then put together with City Called Heaven, which is an example of the spirituals in motion, the work that I'm doing with the American Negro spirituals. So ladies and gentlemen, Wanderer. I'm tossed in this wide world alone. No hope have I for tomorrow. I decided to make heaven my home. My home. Sometimes I get so tossed and driven. Sometimes I don't know where to roam. But I heard of a city called heaven, and I decided to make heaven my home. My home. Oh, I'm a pilgrim of sorrow, don't even know my name. Got the highs and lows of life branded the sun and the rain. Oh, 60 plus years I've been roaming through this land, looking for the love of another fellow man. Sometimes I get so tossed and driven. Sometimes I don't know where to roam. But I heard of a city called heaven. I decided to make heaven my home. My home. My skin is dark brown. It's like the color soul. My life been filled with hardships, baby, trials and toils. I've been tossed around like an old rag doll, but I still wake up with a freedom song. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm a wanderer, wandering on this earth. Looking for my motherland since I first cried at birth. Disconnected from my people and my culture, stole from me. Ain't that a shame? Living in a land where they lie about me being free. Sometimes I get so toasted and driven. Sometimes I don't know where to roam. But I heard of a city called heaven, and I decided I decided to make it my home. My home. My home.
got a spare room behind the barn for my Mac attack when I'm on the farm. You click it on, then you click around. See the cyber fun I found. Well, I'm a hayseed of the first degree. I'm a country boy from Tennessee. But on the screen I'm so debonair. I'm a cyber hunk with a full head of hair, and I'm looking online. Gigabyte drive in an old Ford truck. Lonely lady stuck in your house. I can change your world with a click of my mouse. We can ride around the planet as long as you can type. Lock the women up and bring your daughters inside, 'cause Cyber Bubba's alive. I'm an internet lover and I search the world in my cowboy boots for my cyber girl. You just choose the room and then you fan the flame. I'm an online lover and I got no name, just lurking online. Drive in an old Ford truck. Lonely lady stuck in your house. I can change your world with a click of my mouse. We can ride around the planet as long as you can type. Lock the women up and bring your daughters inside, 'cause Cyber Bubba's alive. As long as you can type. Lock the women up and bring your daughters inside, 'cause Cyber Bubba's alive. Well, it was bound to happen, now it's finally here. When a country boy got some cyber gear, went on